Next race of the day is the Pit Bike Stock 160 Group B, where Ross Humphries set pole position this morning, 54.674. The lap time to beat. Jack Mosley in second from Ryan Gaines. Danny Underwood in fourth place. Ben Clucas, Simon Becks in sixth. Craig Willits in seventh. Gavin Tappin and Jamie Callan, Chris Huff in 10th place. Matt Cox and Vincenzo Rizzo just under the 1 minute barrier. Bradley Rose, Darrell Willits, Chris Reed. And Chris almost 1 minute on the dot. So that's your top 15. We have an incredible 36 riders out in this one. So the start is going to be absolutely essential on this one. Certainly for the guys at the front getting a good getaway. For those guys in the midfield towards the back of the field, they'll be looking just to stay out of trouble. Have a good clean start, plenty of time to move up the field, but the race well and truly over if they bin it on the first few corners, so could be interesting on these first few corners. Norman Robson says, "Get it done, Si." Trying to see who that rider is, but we've got a Si out there somewhere. Simon Wadsworth possibly in 11th place. And of course, longer for the riders to get underway for this race. Anxious moments for the guys on pole position. You can see them looking over the shoulder at the guys at the back of the grid who are just sorting themselves out into position. The grid staff hard at work making sure the riders are ready and in position. But of course, for these guys at the front of the grid, they've been down there a long time. And it just adds to the tension. You can see there, number 13, Gavin Tappenden looking over the shoulder to see what's going on back there. And it looks like the starter's happy. We are ready to go for Pit Bike 160 Group B. The green flag goes up. And away they go. Oh, and problems at the start for number 13. Our pole sitter. And a frightening moment there. Everyone gets through there. Gavin Tappenden stalled the bike at the start and goes from first to last. Scary moment there though to see all the other riders darting past him. But he got away well. Everyone did a great job of avoiding him. That is about the worst thing that can happen at the start of a race. And can be potentially dangerous, of course, because the other riders charging through, they've got to have their wits about them to avoid the stationary rider. So big problems there for Gavin Tappenden at the start of the race. The rest of the field going through. Up towards us for the first time. So Alex Thurston with a good start, John Buckle, Chris Huff all up there at the front. They're making their way up towards us for the first time. We will keep an eye out for Gavin Tappenden, of course, the fastest qualifier, who is already starting to pick his way through the back markers. Number 20, John Buckle, charging away at the front on the first lap. So Buckle goes through and already starting to pull away at the front. So John Buckle, there he is, number 20, your race leader, up through Christmas Corner. Making his way back down towards us, all on his own at the front. Fantastic start to the race, everyone getting through safely. No incidents on the first lap, apart from, of course, Tappenden stalling the bike, but everyone out there and racing. Great start to this race, and some great riding as John Buckle continues to pull away at the front. We'll just look out the window at second position to confirm who that is. Looks like Chris Huff now up to second place. But number 20, your race leader, John Buckle, charging away at the front, looking very strong as the rest of the field go charging through on this second lap. They go through the second corner up towards Christmas with John Buckle all on his own at the front. It's Chris Huff still in second place, number 45, Adam Blackwell in third position. Looks like Alex Thurston does such a good start, drops to fourth place. And look a little bit further down the field. Number 13, your pole sitter, Gavin Tappenden, had a nightmare start, of course, but he is already up to 13th place. And we'll keep an eye on him as the race develops. The leader's coming back towards us now. Here we see number 45, Adam Blackwell, in that third place. Number 77 just behind him, Daniel Pearson, with Simon Wadsworth in there. Oh, there's a problem on the inside for number 5 there. Tried to go down the inside, Simon Wadsworth, but couldn't quite get through. Jamie Callan just on his tail. John Buckle leads the race by 5.4 seconds on the previous lap, all on his own at the front. But here's all the action coming through into Christmas Corner, and it's far too close to call. This battle for the top 10. Very close racing, but there's no incidents. They're all staying out of trouble, but very, very close and needed to come back down the hill, jostling with each other under braking into the centre of the track. And I'm sure John Buckle will be very pleased to be clear of this little battle on the edge of the top 10. Look how many riders there are out there. They're coming through to the centre of the track now, up towards the final few corners. Number 45, the 4th place rider, Adam Blackwell, just a little bit further ahead, but here we see there, 77 Peacock shutting the door. Coming into the final corner, great ride here from Daniel Pearson. Here they go, charging past the line once again. And Pearson goes through in 5th place, Simon Wadsworth. Jim Snow moves up from 10th to 7th place. Jamie Callum up to 8th, Vincenzo Rizzo in 9th, Matt Cox rounding out the top 10. And that's how close it is up at the front. But John Buckle looking good at the front. But they're coming down the hill from Christmas, and it's still incredibly close. We're just going to try and count them. 1, 2, 3, 6, 10 riders, all separated by, I would say, no more than about 3 or 4 seconds. This is where the real action is so far. John Buckle clear and away from all this, of course. So Buckle goes through to complete another lap. It's still Chris Huff in 2nd place, and Huff crossed the line all on his own in 2nd, just ahead of Alex Thurston, who's clear in 3rd. And here comes the battle for 4th. Adam Blackwell this time in 4th place. Jim Snow still on the charge. Wadsworth, Pearson, Rizzo, Jamie Callan, Gavin Tappenden, the pole sitter, breaks into the top 10. And we'll look at these riders going up into Christmas Corner. Adam Blackwell, number 45, into the top corner he goes. Is still coming under a lot of pressure from the hard charging Jim Snow as they come down the hill. Snow has a look down the inside. Rest of the top 10 go through. Nestled in there is the pole sitter Gavin Tappenden, who's broke into the top 10. And here we see them once again. John Buckle's just crossed the line in the lead, but all the action behind him coming in towards the penultimate corner. And still Adam Blackwell there in 4th place. Here they come round the final corner. Blackwell in 4th. Into the 2nd corner they go with a train of riders behind him. 5 riders all together. Oh, it's down the inside goes Adam Blackwell up to the top towards Christmas Corner. Thurston fighting back. Here they come up the hill. Then the rest of the top 10 just a little bit further behind. Number 77, Daniel Pearson, Vincenzo Rizzo. There's number 13, Gavin Tappenden, who's now still there. Well, he's still there in 10th place. Oh, and down the inside goes Matt Cox. Down to the bottom of the hill. This is the battle at the edge of the top 10. And it's still incredibly close with that battle. Looks like one of the tail enders out of the race. None of this, of course, bothering John Buckle, who should be coming through now. He's just crossed the line, charging away at the front. Fastest lap of the race, 56.451. Looks like somebody's dropped the bike in the middle of the track, but that rider's okay, and we'll get back into the race. Chris Huff still there in 2nd place, Alex Thurston in 3rd, and finally the pressure pays off for Jim Snow, who moves into 4th place. Simon Wadsworth, Adam Blackwell, they're charging up to the top corner. And this race well and truly alive as they go into the top corner. Through Christmas Corner they go down the hill. And those 4 riders still nose to tail. This is the battle from 4th through to 8th place. And I think that rider that went down was actually Gavin Tappenden. We're just going to check out on the track, see if Tappenden's still out there, but an absolute nightmare race for him. Looks like he's out of the race. We're coming into the closing stage of the race now. We're up to 7 minutes 42. Only a couple of more laps to go. John Buckle leading the race now by 10.8 seconds. The battle on for 2nd between Chris Huff and Alex Thurston. Here comes the battle for 4th over the line. Jim Snow still there in 4th place from Simon Wadsworth. Adam Blackwell into the top corner they go. Here we see Christoph Alex Thurston having a bit of a scrap. Vincenzo Rizzo's on the move, number 199. He moves into 6th place. Jamie Callan, Adam Blackwell, Matt Cox and Adam Phipps rounding up the top 10. As John Buckle, your race leader, starting to pick his way through the tail end as he comes up towards the final corner. The 1-lap board is about to go out, and here he comes round the final corner. Number 20, John Buckle, hard on the power, charging past the line and leads the race. Christoph still there in 2nd place. We are on the last lap of the race. John Buckle leads, Christoph in 2nd place. Alex Thurston, Jim Snow, Simon Wadsworth, Vincenzo Rizzo still as close as ever. And here into the top corner, Alex Thurston still battling away with Christoph and Jim Snow, of course. He's had a good race so far. But Alex Thurston looks like he's gone through to 2nd place on the final lap. Incredibly close race here in Pit Bike 160 Group B, but number 20, John Buckle, it's been all about him in this race, ran away at the front as everybody else fought away behind him, and he's coming up towards the final corner now. Number 20, John Buckle, your race winner of Pit Bike 160. Group B goes through. Looks like it's going to be, well, it's going to be close for 2nd place. It looks like Alex Thurston has gone through in 2nd from Christoph. And oh, the battle for 4th. They almost touched on the line there, but Jim Snow from Simon Wadsworth, Vincenzo Rizzo. And I think Norman Robson makes a good point here. How could you not race motorbikes with a name like Vincenzo Rizzo? Well, I think that's a very fair comment. It has to be said. That's the name. I think adds a couple of horsepower as well. But Vincenzo Rizzo finishing in 6th place. But John Buckle, the man to beat in that one, really charged away at the front. But they sorted it out, and it looks like the grid are ready to go. The green flag goes up. Pit Bike Stock 160 Group B is go, and they charge into the first corner. Round the outside goes number 83, Alex Thurston. One rider left behind on the start. Number 127, I think that was in trouble, but everyone else gets through safely. They're through the 2nd corner, going up towards Christmas for the first time. And your race leader, Alex Thurston. They make their way through down the hill for the first time. So Thurston leads. Alex Thurston with a whole gaggle of riders behind him, making his way down towards the bottom corner, holding on to the lead, incredibly close at the front. Here they come, Alex Thurston trying to pull away at the front. Number 20, just a little bit further behind in 3rd place, John Buckle. Gavin Tappenden also in there as well. They go through the 2nd corner, up towards Christmas, our 3rd corner on the track, this uphill corner. Mikey Schuker it was, number 75 in 2nd place, and Schuker has a look around the outside and takes the lead. So Mikey Schuker, your new race leader, they make their way down the hill. And looks like it may well have been John Buckle that's gone through to 2nd place as well. Thurston dropping to 3rd position. Gavin Tappenden and Christoph all in there as well from Adam Blackwell, also well placed. But Mikey Schuker trying to break away at the front as they make their way in towards the top corner. All very close for 3rd place as well between the early race lead Alex Thurston. Round the outside though goes, we'll just confirm who the rider is actually, but looks like Gavin Tappenden's gone through to 4th. And now Adam Blackwell goes through to 5th place from Simon Wadsworth, Jamie Callan, Chris Huff. Vincenzo Rizzo, number 199, just on the edge of the top 10. But Mikey Schuker trying to pull away, but John Buckle Did very well in the first race, of course, taking the checkered flag, and now is starting to put the pressure on. So Mikey Schuker has a glance over the shoulder. He can see Buckle right behind him as they go through to the centre of the track. Those two pulling away a bit now from Alex Thurston in third place. And here we see the battle for sixth place is all very close. Simon Wadsworth just ahead of all those riders going down towards the top 10. Jamie Callan, Chris Huff, Vincenzo Rizzo, Daniel Pearson, Matt Cox, all those riders well and truly in there. But it's still very close at the front as John Buckle starts to put the pressure once again on Mikey Schuker. Alex Thurston in there in third place, and here come the remainder of the top 10 charging past the line. Still got 8 laps to go in this race, so still a long time to go for these riders. And the important thing, of course, not to make a mistake in these early stages. At the front, though, it's starting to turn into a duel between Mikey Schuker, number 75, John Buckle, number 20, keeping the pressure on in second place. And Schuker making his way up towards the final few corners, doing all he can to break away from Buckle, but number 20, John Buckle, is holding on to that second place. They come into the final corner. Here's the battle a bit further behind for fifth position. All incredibly close. Oh, it's down the inside. There's Simon Wadsworth, Jamie Callan in there as well. Round the final corner they go. Christoph, Vincenzo Rizzo, all in there as they cross the line, rounding out the top 10. Mikey Schuker still leading from, oh, there's number 13, Gavin Tapperton, coming under a lot of pressure from Alex Thurston. Looks like he's taken the third place, so Tapperton goes up to third. They come back down the hill, and it looks like Gavin Tapperton, number 13, has made the pass stick on Alex Thurston, our early race leader, who drops to fourth. At the front of the field, though, Mikey Schuker making his way up towards the final corner, coming under a lot of pressure from John Buckle. There's the new third place man, Gavin Tapperton, Alex Thurston, Adam Blackwell, and number 5, Simon Wadsworth, really on the move now and is starting to pressurise Alex Thurston as they cross the line to complete another lap. Mikey Schuker still leading the way. John Buckle, but look out for number 5, Simon Wadsworth. Having a great ride so far, and goes down the inside of Thurston into Christmas Corner and retakes the 4th position. So Simon Wadsworth now clearing 4th, trying to close up on Gavin Tapperton, number 13, who's still there in 3rd position. The rest of the top 10 making their way through. And now the leaders, still with the clean track in front of them. We've got a few more laps to go in this race, of course, but they are starting to close on the back markers. Here come the 2 leaders round the final corner. Mikey Schuker leads, John Buckle in 2nd, 4 laps to go. They are starting to close up on the back markers, though. Gavin Tapperton 6 seconds down in 3rd place. Simon Wadsworth, as we just saw, he's moved into 4th place. Alex Thurston, the early race leader, dropping to 5th, but here's the battle for the lead. Mikey Schuker trying to pull away now from John Buckle in 2nd place. And now it looks like Simon Wadsworth really on the move. Here's the battle for 3rd, starting to put Tapperton under some pressure. Gavin Tapperton, number 13, much better race for him this time, of course. Had a nightmare earlier on today, but running strongly in 3rd place. However, Simon Wadsworth all over the back wheel of Tapperton now as they battle for 3rd. 3 laps to go at the end of this one. The leaders now coming through into the final corner as Tapperton holds on to 3rd place. Schuker, number 75, still leads the way, 175 on the timing screen. John Buckle just shadowing in 2nd place. Here comes the battle for 3rd. They are almost side by side over the line, but Tapperton edges ahead of Wadsworth into the 1st corner. Alex Thurston just a little bit further behind in that 4th place. Jim Snow goes through from Jamie Callan, Ross Ollivant. And now they make their way down the hill. It's all getting close. Matt Cox, Chris Reed, Bradley Rose, Daniel Willits, Jake Whittaker, all a bit further down the field in that midfield, but this is the battle for third place. Gavin Tampton, Simon Wadsworth, Jim Snow, Alex Thurston, all in there. And the leaders cross the line with 2 laps to go, half a second covering the first 2. And here comes third, fourth and fifth, all incredibly close, with Gavin Tampton still holding on to third place from Simon Wadsworth. Alex Thurston and Jim Snow just a bit further behind from Jamie Callan and Russ Ollivant. Tampton riding defensively, taking the inside line into Christmas corner, but let's see, can Wadsworth get past on the exit? This is the big risk, of course, of taking that inside line, but it looks like Tampton's done enough to hold on to third place. They make their way back towards us. We're going towards the final lap in just a few moments' time. And Mikey Shuka still leading the way, but John Buckle keeping the pressure on as they make their way up towards the final corner. They have got some back markers in front. Still this battle for third rages away as Simon Wadsworth goes round the outside into third place. 1 lap to go. They charge into the final corner. Wadsworth now clear in third, but they have got back markers a bit further down the field. 1 lap to go. Mikey Shuka has led the entire race. Despite a lot of pressure from John Buckle in second, they're coming back down the hill for the final time. But this could get close. They've got lots of midfield riders in front. And now John Buckle goes round the outside of Mikey Shuka, who got booked behind the back marker. Shuka did not look happy there, and who can blame him, because that was just bad luck there. Got caught behind the back marker. But the midfield runners are just a bit further ahead, and they'll be battling for position. They won't be keen to let anyone through. Here they come round the final corner. Red flag has been shown, though. There's a red flag situation. We've got trouble at the top of the circuit, so 1 or 2 riders going down just on the exit of Christmas corner before the riders make their way down the hill. So